Hello, hello. It's time to go into Tamriel again. I'm bringing my Necro this time. So let's go play. Oh dear. I have got to find out why that's not working. We have a few more days to claim things. No free deals. Oh yeah, if I was a member I would get some items here. But not worried about it. Now let's see. I've got the gray host thing here going. See what else is going on. Alright, lost along the shore. Okay, and then I've got the gray host thing here. Alright, guild is the usual. And yeah, okay, she's not a prophecies one, so I don't have to worry about that. This is one of the extras. So, this is one of my main 4. So, she has a few things more than normal. My main 4 I take care of quite a bit. Now I gotta investigate the coastal camps. I can do that a lot better if I go to the shrine. Did she need to unload at all? Let's see. Okay, I've got a few things here. Since she's 18, those are fine. Nothing out of sorts, and I've got 85. So, yeah. Let's go to the place over here. I am so tempted to close, but no, I will be good. Alright. Let's see. Great host. So let's see. Don't tell me I have to go outside of town. Fine. I'll go over here so I can find out where I need to go. Being in the city is such a pain. Now, are you going to let me know where I need to go? Okay, this is the coastal camp. That's the Midland camp. So there's a Blackreach camp as well. So I guess I better get these out of the way. There, I can go here. Oh wait. Oh no. Alright. I'll go over here. Okay. Now. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, I've already done that. Go to the Midland camp. Okay, I can go over this way. It's not that hard to get there. Just mount up. Go straight for it. Bears, bears everywhere, bears. I want to see what's over here. I don't have that. Ooh, interesting. There's some things over here that a beginner might want. Ooh. Pluck that.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Thane's vassal. Archery competition. Due to lack of interest. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, the baby bear. Well, I'm not going to play with your parents right now. I don't think that would be a good idea. I'm going to go over here. I should have gone this way, but it was more fun going that way. Oh, is there a problem over here?
Stupid thing. Oh, hello. Please don't laugh. I'm having a terrible time, and this cart isn't even a half of it. Though you look rather experienced, maybe it's fortuitous that you came along. You might be just the right person to help me.
Help in what way?
You've heard about dragon mounds, right? They're ancient dragon burial sites. Centuries old. The Dragon War, the Dragon Cult. I'm over-explaining. The job is simple. I just need some charcoal rubbings from those mounds.
If that's all, why not get them yourself?
I intended to. I hired this cart and everything. But as you can see, that didn't work out. Maybe I was foolish to try and do this on my own. I don't have a lot of field experience. Almost none. But you could handle this, right? I'll pay you.
Alright, I'll get these rubbings for you.
Thank you for helping. It's a big relief. I need rubbings from 2 dragon mounds. One south of here, and another off to the east. I'm particularly interested in any symbols that look like dragons, but anything you find will help.
Why these particular dragon mounds?
Oh, that's easy. Most of the burial sites are still buried and therefore inaccessible. These 2 happen to be at the surface and may have the rubbings I need, if my research is correct, of course. There's more, but let's start with this, at least.
Is there any danger at these mounds?
I really don't know. I've never really done research in the field before. I plan to go in armed to the teeth just in case. A lot of good that did me. I bought all this adventuring gear and have nothing to show for it.
Can you tell me about the dragon gold?
Oh, you should read Historia Draconis. The writer was an eyewitness. Very briefly, in ancient times, dragon priests and the dragons ruled over the Nords. More like slaves, really. Unless you joined the dragon cult.
And then there was a war.
Right. The Nords revolted. A few dragons even fought against their own kind. The texts say thousands on thousands of Nords died, but I think that's exaggerated. Eventually, they defeated the dragon priests and their dragons.
What happened to the cult?
We're still sorting that out. The Historia claims the Nords killed them all, but it's biased. Some scholars think the cultists sacrificed themselves to become Draugr. That way they could protect the dragons and priests buried in the mounds.
Alright. Let me see what I can do. Let's see. One is here. And one is here. Not that difficult. And I've got to be in the area anyway. Alright, that would be that one this way. Alright, time to get mounted. I am not.
Go.
Oh dear, that's what that noise was. Friggin' hailstorm. I need to deal with that. Be right over there. Ugh, you guys would be in the way. Ah, there. Look at that see. There we go. That one's done. Oh, hush, you bullfrog. Blasted thing. Do not want to get tainted from that stuff. Alright, now the other one should be below. Get off. Pain in the ass. Interfering. Pain in the ass. Alright, back around here. Alright. What is that? Oh. Alright, now I've got the road. I can't get too lost on the road. Leave the mounts here. Whoa. Okay, that one's got antlers. If you weren't a problem, I wouldn't have killed you. If they didn't bother me, they wouldn't get shot at. There. Now we go back to her. Where's she at? Still over there. Ugh. No, don't even start. I'm sorry, Saber Cats, but you really should have just stayed put. Let's see. What am I supposed to do here? supposed to go to this place. Aren't I? Seems dubious. She should be up here, I think. Always willing to lend a helping hand. Let's see, should I keep that one? Or choose another? I think I'll take this one.
You're back! I'm so glad to see you. I hope it wasn't too dangerous. I feel like I should have gone with you, but I probably would have slowed you down. Oh, the rubbings! Did you get them?
Yes, I have them.
How exciting! I can't believe I get to examine these myself. Fieldwork is wonderful. Now, I just have to hope they confirm my theory.
What's your theory?
Well, the glyphs here are definitely Merethic era, with Nord inclusions that have... Sorry, I'll skip all that. These symbols resemble those on dragon cult tablets. I think they're charms that speed up the release of the dragons from their mounds.
You think the dragons buried there will wake up?
Well, something like that. It happened in Elsewhere, didn't it? Now that I have these, there's one final mound to investigate. I have to physically go there this time. Would you still be willing to help me? I'm not sure I can do this alone.
What do we need to do?
There's a dragon mound farther down the road. A big one. When I first entertained this theory, I made a warding spell. One that should seal whatever's inside permanently. It's difficult to cast, however. I need someone to watch my back.
Do you really think the dragons could threaten Skyrim?
It certainly happened in Elsewhere, didn't it? Everyone thought dragons were gone for good, and now the giant lizards are burning villages. Is that what happens if I do nothing?
You read the reports. What did happen in Elsewhere?
The reports aren't clear about where they came from, just rumors. Some say they were entombed until something woke them up, but Elsewhere doesn't have dragon mounds like we do here. But I think until we know more, why risk an attack?
Why didn't you tell me your plan before now?
I wasn't sure about this last part. I needed the rubbings to know. Besides, if I said I needed you to maybe help me cast a spell to seal up a dead dragon, you'd think that was ridiculous. Everyone else does, especially my mentors.
Are you sure you need to do this?
Sure? No. But what if I'm right? I know it's all untested theory, but if the alternative is a dragon waking up, then I think I should try. I've seen all the reports of the slaughter in Elsewhere. It sounds horrible.
Alright, let's take a look. So... it's not that far down the road. You can easily come back for that. So let's take care of this little scholar then.
here have strange beliefs. Like dropping an egg on stone means you'll find coin? How? I mean, why? Ah, well, feel free to take a look at my wares.
Okay, let's see if I have anything to sell. No, not really. Everything is pretty topped up. I'll take some repairs though. That's helpful. And I'm going to use that. There we go. Noisy around here. Anyway. Oh, where is she? Did we leave her all the way back there? Hope she shows up.
I might be of aid.
Well, let's see if we get here. I need to meet her by the burial mound.
I'm here! Wait for me!
Let me ask her.
Poor travelers, lost and all alone. Whatever will you do?
I'll deal with her later.
Well, I've made it this far with no catastrophes. That has to count for something, right? Is the area safe? I'm so nervous.
We won't know till we get closer.
Oh, right, of course. You're the one who knows what to do. I brought my dagger in case there are giant bugs or something. I've never stabbed a giant bug before. Is it as icky as it sounds?
It washes off.
Wonderful. So those tales about being dragged into caves and devoured by frostbite spiders are just stories to make children behave? Don't answer or you'll scare me out of doing this.
Follow me and stay close.
Lead on to the mound.
Okay. The mound is here. Alright, so I'm going to take her to the mound. Okay. I'm assuming the mound is up there.
I guess this is a fight now. sensing any strange energies. I don't know if that's good or bad. Are you ready to head inside?
Let's go.
We need to go to the center of the mound. That's the best place for my spell. Look out!
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Here we go. Don't worry, everything's fine. I'm not panicking. There. Oh, it worked. At least I think it worked. No rumblings, no explosions, so that's promising. But that spell took a lot out of me. Could you help me out of here? Maybe as far as the road?
Follow me back to the road.
Let's hurry. I don't want to linger here.
Help! God, somebody please save me!
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I
Thank
probably
you,
shouldn't be
kind
proud of that.
stranger!
Okay, so I have to go that way.
Oh, it worked! Let's hurry. I don't want to linger here.
So we have to take her back the same way, which is a roundabout way.
Watch it! That one looks mean!
Oh, excuse me. No good comes from sneezing while you're being attacked.
Entirely uneaten. Thank you for your help. I had no idea fieldwork was so invigorating. I can't wait to tell my peers at the Antiquarian Circle all about it.
The Antiquarian Circle.
You've not heard of it? Us? Sorry, I'm their newest member. I always wanted to be one, so I assumed everyone knew about them. The Antiquarian Circle are scholars and mages devoted to uncovering the forgotten relics and mysteries of Tamriel.
So they sent you to test their...
Well, not exactly. In fact, Gabrielle, our leader, was entirely against it. She didn't think my theory held any merit. She told me I could gather information as long as I didn't get involved directly, but I wanted to prove myself to the Circle.
Are you going to get in trouble?
No, I hope not. I disobeyed because I saw a threat and took the initiative to deal with it, and nothing bad happened, so that's a good thing, right? You
I'll
should
see.
join us. I'll mark our location on your map. Meet me there and I can pay you.
I'll see you there. Maybe that increased my volume. That would be a good thing. I've been having some problem with my audio and my headset keeps disconnecting, so it's been a little bit irksome. Okay, now I want to go. That is a good elk call. They did good on that. Good, she disappeared. A good thing. What is it? Oh, thinks it's rutting season. Oh, it's mating season for the elk, you know darn well. Everything else is probably all hot and bothered. Okay, back. I think he's scratching his back on a tree, I can't be sure. Now, I'm supposed to go up here. And, let's see. Need to close that. Alright, the Midland Camp. Let's see if it says anything about Midland Camp. No travel to there right now. Midland Camp. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. And see who's up here at the Midland Camp. Ooh, I wonder if I can get that. Oh, there's...
Just arrived. Don't worry, I found something to keep me occupied. A bold move setting up camp in the midst of the Western Holds. I'll say this for the Grey Host. They aren't afraid to draw attention to themselves. I learned a few things while I was waiting for you to show up.
Tell me what you found out.
It's just as we thought. The Grey Host is using this camp as a supply depot for their raids across the countryside. I saw stacks of witch pikes, rows of reliquaries, and jars of what I assume is the refined netherroot brew.
Finn needs the refined netherroot brew for his elixir.
Right. And I heard the camp leader, a nasty creature named Sableye, tell his troops to make sure to use the new supply that just arrived from Blackreach. Let's go grab a jar or two.
I'm ready. I don't know if I can get up here. That worked. I needed that. Now, the, supply is down here, I believe. Those things are annoying. Okay, seems like somebody's been through here, which should make my removal of this much more...
No jars in this cart. Let's try another one.
I'll take
Time
that.
to dismember the monsters.
Seems like there's somebody coming around. Looks like they're respawning. So...
I'll take Sally. Why?
Okay.
Not this card either. I hope we didn't miss it.
Ooh, that's promising.
Sableye has the brew. Let's find him before he gets away.
Let's see, which is she? Alright, he's the one that's got it all the way up top.
Sableye has the Netherroot brew. We need to go after.
Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Where is he? He's over here, but how do I get over there? Oh, shut up.
If you insist. Sableye has the nether.
How do I get there? There. No, that's not the way. It's supposed to be this way.
Does with spies. We eat them.
Free!
You got a jar of the refined brew? Let's talk over here. Luck was
Okay.
with us. If we had reached this camp even a few moments later, Sableye would have gotten away with the netherroot brew.
This looks like the jar of the refined brew we found in Singali's laboratory.
After all this trouble, Fen better be able to use it to make his elixir. I'll take the jar of refined netherroot brew to Solitude. We'll meet up in Svanna's chambers when everyone gets back from their missions. I hope they're all right.
You seem to have grown fond of Finn and Svanna.
Fen has proven himself, especially after what happened in Blackreach. House Ravenwatch, they're unusual as far as bloodsuckers go. As for Svanna, she's braver than I originally thought. Anyway, meet me in Solitude after you finish up.
What else do I need to do?
In addition to the refined netherroot brew, Fen needs information on the Ice Reach Coven medallions. Plus, we're hoping to learn more about the big storm the Grey Host has planned. Help Fen and Svanna at the other camps, then meet me in Solitude.
Alright. Now I need to get to... let's see... Well, I might as well just go for it. It only costs 21 gold. I have enough of that for right now. Alright. Now... let's see... that way. Alright, let's see what we got down here. Down there.
Ah, good. I was hoping you'd show up. Lyris was right. This camp is crawling with the Ice Reach Coven. And they're definitely producing the medallions here. I was even able to slip away with one. We need
Closer.
There's more to figuring out this magic than just watching from afar. I need to know exactly how they go about creating them. With your help, we can learn everything about that here in this camp.
What's so special about the
It's
camp?
a landing site for the boats coming from the island of Ice Reach. Plus, they're collecting something here that goes into the process of creating the medallions. If you can get me to the center of the camp, I can learn what that is.
I'll help you.
Determining how they create these medallions will be an enormous help. The Grey Host has accelerated their plans. They need more medallions for a reason. A big harrow storm is coming. We need to be ready.
Do you think we can learn more at the center?
Because the Grey Host is guarding something down there. I couldn't get close, but it appeared that they built the camp to surround something. Plus, I heard a few of the witches talking. Complaining, really, about needing to prepare more medallions.
Tell me more.
In the First Era, an army of vampires and werewolves tried to conquer the land before they were stopped in Bankurai. They called themselves the Grey Host. It seems this Rada al-Saran has resurrected the army, both figuratively and literally.
Doesn't sound like a good thing.
Why are these particular graves so important? The graveyard. The Ice Reach Coven certainly enjoy defiling graves. They exhumed some of the bodies buried here, but not all of them. The ones they dug up must be important to the creation of the medallions. We need to learn why.
How do we determine why bodies were exhumed and others not?
Obviously, the bodies are already gone. All that remains are the headstones. Maybe they'll provide a clue as to why those particular corpses were exhumed. And maybe that will tell me something about the process. The graveyard. The Ice Reach Coven certainly enjoy defiling graves.
I need to show him. They're all old. That's the problem. Maybe I need to do this one quick.
Finished? Have you come to any conclusions? Well, we've both been over the headstones with a fine-toothed comb. If we can determine why the Coven dug up these particular bodies, it will tell us something about how the medallions were enchanted.
Let's discuss what we found.
Of course. Compare notes and look for commonalities. You have the makings of a fine scholar, my friend. Now, let's see. I noticed there were a mix of different races buried here. They weren't all Nords. Anything strike you about the departed?
They all shared something in common when they died.
They did. Tell me more.
They were all old when they died.
Of course. Why didn't I see that? The headstones on the exhumed graves all mention that the person was old when they died. Let me think. Some necrotic spells require the remains of the elderly. Something to do with the natural decay of life.
Natural?
According to one necromantic theory, the older a living thing becomes, the more necrotic energy it naturally acquires. As a body grows old and withers, the life inside it decays. Necrotic energy is the byproduct of this deterioration.
Does that tell you enough to figure it out?
I now know enough about how they create the medallions to move my research along. I'll return to the Blue Palace and start putting an elixir together.
What do you need me to do?
To fully craft an elixir to defend against the Harrow Storms, I still require a sample of refined netherroot brew. Plus, we need to determine what the Grey Host has planned. Help Lyris and Svanna at the other camps. Then meet me at the Blue Palace.
We took a sample of refined netherroot brew from the Midland camp. Lyris is bringing it to Solitude.
I'm glad to hear it. That just leaves finding out what the Grey Host has planned. Go meet Svanna at the camp in Blackreach. I can't say I envy you. While Blackreach provides some fascinating points of study, the dangers appear overwhelming.
Alright. Let's see. No, that's him over there. I haven't been able to kill him yet. Oh, Grey Host. Oh, there's something right here I can get to. Hmm. Ugh. There better not be anything around here. Okay. I think I can get to Blackreach. There should be a... Aha! Now let's see... She's gonna be in here somewhere, so I might as well pop in here. Once I get in there, then I can find out where I'm supposed to go. Now. Okay, go to the camp, and I'm right here. I can pop over to there. Maybe. You see. Alright. Okay, it's at the back of this place. Hmm. There we are. Not partial to spiders.
Really don't like your arm. to bounty. Glad I don't have to carry it. Never used to fight this much, until I met you.
I can do that. Being a necro, I'm pretty sure they don't like me.
Free! God damn it, run! I came here to learn what the Grey Host has planned, and what did I find? Good citizens of the Holds, afflicted by the Harrow storms and kept prisoner for some ungodly purpose. No matter how many I set free, the Herald will not leave this place.
Have you had an opportunity to scout out the Grey Host camp?
That's all I've been doing, and trying to get these afflicted people to leave this place. The Herald, the storm robs them of their will, their minds. I wasn't able to slip deeper into the camp, though.
We need to try and find out about the big storm they're planning.
Agreed. There appear to be a number of Grey Host warlords in the camp, so discovering their plans should be possible. We need to be careful, though. I don't want us to wind up like the Herald, serving as food for these bastards.
Tell me what you noticed while you scouted.
Messages have been coming and going since I arrived. I've heard the name Rada al-Saran, the Ashen Lord, spoken in hushed and revered tones. His name was on the communique you found, remember? We need to get down there and see what else we can learn.
I wonder what the Grey Host is doing down there.
Hiding, building their forces, digging, undermining. That's the correct term, I think. Plus, they're collecting the Herald, herding them like cattle. It's monstrous what they're doing to these poor people.
Are you sure you should be down here, Princess?
The only thing I'm sure of is I have to try. If my father won't act, then it falls on me to get things done. It's what my mother would want me to do.
Okay, now. We need to what? So, I guess I'm supposed to discover the plans below. Doesn't give me much to go on.
Look, on the scaffold. Let's eavesdrop on those werewolves.
That should work. So we can get down there.
I left the orders in my tent, but the Ashen Lord was clear. We need more netherroot. See to the Undergrove immediately.
As you command, Pentok.
The Undergrove? That sounds important.
Oh, look what I found.
Looks like you're buying at the next pub, Fla.
Okay. Discover their plans.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable. There, on the left. Let's listen.
Exarch Zingalis has fallen. I have never seen Rada El Saran, our Ashen Lord, so filled with sorrow, or such rage.
Does the loss of the Exarch alter our plans?
Not in the least. The strike on Solitude will occur as planned after Exarch Ulfra tests the improved ritual in the Undergrove.
An attack on Solitude? We need to move quickly.
The Grey Host definitely has something big planned. Let's search the tents for a copy of those orders.
Hey, Bubbled. How you doing, Bubbled? You having a good day? I hope so.
That's what we were looking for. Let's talk over there. Orders from Rada al-Saran. His words sent a chill down my spine. Their plan for Solitude? It might even be more dreadful than an all-out attack. We need to get back and determine the exact location of... You saw what happened at Kilcreath and Karthwatch? Whatever they have planned for Solitude, it sounds a whole lot worse. I wish we knew more about this Rada al-Saran and what drives him.
He makes it sound like he considered the army his family.
A family of monsters? Who could imagine vampires and werewolves working together? Let alone talking about one another like brothers and sisters. It's not natural.
Hopefully the orders he found will give us an
I'm
advantage.
glad I got to look around Blackreach, but I can't wait to see the sun and sky again. No matter how big these caverns are, it still feels like we're buried alive down here.
What else do I need to do?
We came down here to find out what the Grey Host has planned. But Fen still needs information about how the medallions are created, and a sample of the refined netherite brew. Help, Fen. Then we're done here. I hope we found enough. I'm glad I got to look around Blackreach.
Okay. Alright, now. Let's see if I have to go through these again. Probably him. Should be out of his reach right here. Yep. Okay. Now we go this way. I believe there is a shrine around here somewhere. That way I can go straight into... Okay, that's a way. Ooh, what is that? I see something glowing.
I never would have spotted that.
Now, let's see. Ooh. I see something I want. Need to go up here. It's worth it to get this. Okay. Lost in corner ain't gonna bad. Alright,
Nice
now.
hole.
Alright, this is... Ooh, what was that one? Now. Is it this way? Might be. Is there a way I can go around this? Okay. Up here. And this way instead of that way. And this way instead of that way. Aha! Found it. And into the city. So I don't have to go all the way around. Save on time. Not so great for a short run. Or for in-between way shrines that you have not unlocked. Once you've unlocked them, it opens up so many different things you can do. Still love riding though. Good. Now, need to go to... save. Oh, I can get paid on the way over to the castle. helps out.
What's this? A new antiquarian in the making?
Ah, you're here! Don't worry, I have your pay. I'm just finishing my notes. Though, if I'm being honest, I'm not as confident as I once was that my theory is correct. How can I really know that my spell worked?
Is there any way to test it?
Not really. My whole theory depends on the idea that a dragon buried in that mound could conceivably rise from the dead. We know necromancers can raise human skeletons, so why not dragons? That's what my ward is supposed to stop.
But you don't know for sure.
No. I researched thoroughly to make it unbreakable, but I just don't know if it worked. I expected some kind of reaction, but there was nothing. I don't know. What do you think? How should I present my findings to the Circle?
Caution is best. Say what you've done, but don't jump to conclusions.
You're right. I may not like it, but it's true. I'm sure I cast a good ward, but there are just too many unknowns. I don't want to seem overconfident or brash. I'll tell Gabrielle everything I learned, but I'll let her decide what to make of it.
That seems wise.
Now, I need to get up the nerve to report my findings. Part of that includes telling Gabrielle that I went against her wishes. Hopefully she'll go easy on me. Thank you for listening, and for all your help.
I wish you luck.
Oh wait, we're not done yet. I promised you compensation for your help, and I'm a Breton of my word. I know it's not much, but take this. And may we never see dragons over Solitude. Really, you should think about joining the Antiquarian Circle. You have a knack for this sort of thing.
When will you present your findings?
I think I'll wait a bit. Gabrielle might assume I'm just an overeager newcomer if I present to her without preparing. I want to organize my research so she can look it all over. I want her to see that I didn't make wild assumptions.
And then?
Hopefully, she'll see that my theory has merit. It may not have all the facts she wants, but that just means it needs more investigating. She might even agree to let me continue my research in the field, this time with experienced help.
Goodbye. And I'm not doing this for right now. Let's see, I've got my pay. Now I have to get to the castle. Now let's see how far we are going to go here.
So, do we have a way to defend against the Harrow Storms or what?
The elixir should do what we need, provided neither Fen nor I made any miscalculations.
Yolen, don't be so negative. The elixir will work. You'll see. Oh, good. You're back. Mjolnir and I have been discussing the various ways to turn what we've got into a protective elixir. I'm hesitant to get too excited, but I think we've figured out how to defend against the Harrow Storms.
Tell me what you're thinking.
The Grey Host uses an unstable mix of alchemy and sorcery to create the Harrow Storms. An arcane ritual and the Netherroot brew focus the power of each Harrow Storm through the prepared witch pikes. Ingenious, but fully exploitable.
Exploitable how?
We can use the refined brew as the basis of our elixir. Now that we understand how the Harrow Storms are created, we can use those same components to replicate the medallion's protective properties. We just need to gather the necessary components.
And how can I help?
Svana's associate, Mog, will procure most of the supplies I need, but there's one final ingredient required. For various reasons, I can't simply walk into the Hall of the Dead and claim it myself. I need you to acquire Arcay's sacred oil.
RK Sacred Oil?
A holy ointment associated with a god that became popular due to imperial influence. It's used by the priests in the Hall of the Dead to provide protection against necromancy and the undead. We need that oil to create our elixir.
Good, I'll check it out.
Knowing the orders my father has been issuing of late, you might need my help to acquire RK's sacred oil. I'll meet you at the Hall of the Dead. You'll need my help. I'll meet you at the Hall of the Dead.
Svana's giving orders. Thinks she's a proper princess now, she does. Well, I am an expert at procuring all sorts of procurements. I'll get what the Pale Elf needs. After I finish this drink. For medicinal purposes, you understand.
Get moving, Morg.
Go ahead. Get what Fen needs from the Hall of the Dead. I'll make sure Mog follows through on procuring the rest of the supplies. He can be easily distracted in case you haven't noticed.
I have. Let's go. Need to get to the Hall of Dead. Let's see, that should be up here somewhere. Shortcut.
Cards or refugees back by the hour. This one hesitate.
The High King issues orders, but all they do...
Princess Svana, what can I do for you, Your Highness?
Listen to my friend, High Priest. We need your help.
I'm surprised to see the princess here. As you can see, the influx of refugees has made this place much more hectic than usual. Is there something I can do for Princess Svana?
We need some of the RK's sacred oil.
Sacred oil? Strange. That's the second time today someone has come seeking Arce's anointing balm. Sword Thane Athlet arrived with an edict from the king. Demanded our entire supply. How we're to consecrate the dead without it, I have no idea.
Why did High King Sorgrim want all that oil?
The Sword Thane wouldn't say. He just mentioned that the High King needed it to defend Solitude. I'm sorry I can't comply with the princess's request. Things are hard enough that these refugees must take shelter here among the dead.
Do you know where the Sword Thane took the sacred oil?
The Sword Thane took the oil to Castle Dower. That's where all the supplies for a siege are gathered during periods of strife. I pray that High King Svargrim receives the patience and wisdom required to see us through this crisis.
Tell me more about Castle Dower.
Solitude's foundation began with the construction of Castle Dower. It's the oldest structure in the city, and the most defensible. I tried to move the refugees there for safekeeping, but my request was denied. The High King has other plans, I suppose.
Good to know.
Has my father found a way to use this sacred oil against the Grey Host? Perhaps he's doing more than I thought. This Sword Thane has helped me in the past. He'll be reasonable. He has to be. Let's let him know what we need.
Okay. Okay, so now we go.
Who's up for our
Another day, another infernal heresy.
Let's go this way. See if we can get in here.
Castle Dower is Princess Svana.
Sword Thane, our business is present.
Time
for the princess's proclivities right now. The High King... We barely keep up with the multitude of tasks, so speak quickly and let me get back to it.
The High Priest said you took all of the sacred oil. The princess needs some of it.
My orders from the High King were clear. Stockpile the entire supply of sacred oil in the Temple of the Divines here within the confines of Castle Dower. What in Shore's name does the princess need with holy oil anyway?
There's an elixir that protects against horror storms, but we need the sacred oil.
Protection? Truly? The Herald already outnumber my soldiers, and more arrive every day. Still, giving you the oil would violate the High King's edict. I suppose if I happened to look the other way for a moment, I wouldn't notice if a flask disappears.
I understand.
A single flask? Then we'll have to make do. Let's get it back to...
Sword Thane, by his work! I gave strict orders, yet my daughter freely enters the castle grounds. What do they want, Sword Thane?
They,
We came to offer our assistance, Father. Sword Thane, how can we help?
Athlet has everything well in hand, child. Despite your intentions, you would only hinder our efforts. Go! The Sword Thane doesn't need my daughter or her wastrel underfoot. Away with you! We're much too busy for Svana's frivolous notions.
My father's never been what I'd call a warm and caring parent. But this crisis has made him even more distant. Let's get this sacred oil to Fen. My father will certainly change his attitude once we present the protective elixir to him.
Why does your father doesn't want us in Castle Dower?
He's trying to protect me. It's what he does. And leave me out. Though I suppose that's mostly my own fault. I know Mother's death weighs on him, as does this entire crisis. That's why we have to help. This elixir is going to work. It has to.
Why seal off this old fortress?
It's not that unusual. Castle Dower is the most defensible part of the city. In the past, we'd gather the people inside the walls. Now my father is using the fortress to house the Herald. They need to go somewhere, right? Come on, let's go.
I don't trust. Something is amiss. I don't like it. She's not housing the refugees. Not in there. He's got them out here. And it's almost like he's trying to cut off everyone from that tower. Because that's what it is. This is a walled-in section, but the other one is just a tower.
Once it's ready, I'll test the elixir.
As you say, Lyris. Ah, here they come now. You have
So
the
the
sacred
High
oil?
Priest let you have some of his precious oil? No, I don't want the details. Empty the flask into the cauldron and we'll see what happens. Oh, and make sure to stand back when you do it. Just in case.
Yes, a perfect fusion. It's ready to be tested. Come, let's talk. With the addition of the sacred oil, the elixir is complete. Before we produce enough to distribute to the people of Western Skyrim, we need to test it. I'm confident of my work, but we're dealing with powerful forces here.
How do you plan to test the elixir?
We can't wait for the next Hera storm to strike. But what you and Svana learned in Blackreach might help. You heard that Exarch Ulfra was testing Herostorm rituals in a place called the Undergrove. We'll go there and let Lyris drink the elixir.
Right, and orders mention the undergrove is hidden in an ancient barrow.
During my explorations of Blackreach, I came across an ancient burial site, a place called the Midnight Barrow. This undergrove must be inside those ruins. Once there, you and Svanna keep watch from a safe distance, while Lyris steps into the storm.
I guess we're going to Midnight Barrow.
From what I could tell, the Midnight Barrow sank into Blackreach in the distant past. Somewhere in its chambers, we'll find the undergrove. The ruined barrow is in the Lightless Hollow, in the northwest portion of the cavern. We'll meet you there.
Remind me how we're going to test it? No, I'm not going to say that. I figured that out as much. I don't know why they do so many multiple phrases of the same question. It's not that difficult to understand. Now, where's that? Oh yeah, I've got to get out of here and then get to the Wayshine. At least the one in here. That should be down here. Okay. Need to go to Grotto. Overlook. Dwarven. Dark Moon Grotto. Lightless Hollow. I'll bet that's the one I need to get to. That one's not opened either. So I'm gonna have to go to here and go up from it. I didn't realize I hadn't cleared that out yet. Alright. We need to go this way. Almost at level 19. Let me check and see if I've got my, good. Helps with my recovery. Okay. Let's take a look. Lightless Hollow. Means I've got to come around here. That's the Midnight Burrow. So I need to get over here. Okay. Going this way does keep me away. Excuse me. me away from the riffraff. I will say that much. But I might need to take a little bit of a break. I will be right back.
Get back, you fetcher!
Alright. Let's see. Let's make sure my volume is up. There we go. And let's see if we can get into something here. I'm not sure how we're gonna do. But let's see. I gotta get up. Up there. So guess we'll follow this. Because at least this keeps me away from the thingies down there. Alright. Something at the end. Yeah, kept me out of most of it. Now I gotta go across this thing to go up here. Doggy's loose. Let's see. Let's get up here and see where I'm going. That way. So we discovered this. Let me see. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Gotta get up on top. What's in here? Guess I'm nosy. I'm not in the mood for a potato right now.
Please, 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 please. Ah! Oh, thank God you're not one of these tomb robbers. Or another ghost. I've had my fill of ghosts.
You've seen ghosts?
Mainly one ghost, honestly. A distant ancestor. Every time I try to sleep, he's in my dreams. I've barely had an hour's rest since I came to Dusktown. It's going to kill me if it doesn't drive me mad first. He's been calling me here, I think.
To what end?
To put him to rest, I think. He's being tormented as much as he's tormenting me. I came to this terrible place to find his remains. But the tomb robbers have angered the dead, and I'm terrified to step foot into the barrow alone.
I'll help you out.
My damned ancestor is the traitor Jarl, Hagridden. He was buried alive in the Midnight Barrow long before I was born. Unfortunately, he has no tomb, and what's left of him has been scattered around by these Draugr-kin thieves.
What did your ancestor do to deserve a traitor's burial?
My family only speaks his name to curse it. I'm told he betrayed his hold, so he was cast into the Midnight Barrow with other exiles and traitors, far out of reach of Sovngarde. I can't say whether he deserved that, but I know he suffered for it.
How so?
Call it a feeling. What I've seen in my dreams are a jumble of incoherent events and feelings. There's little that I remember that makes any sense, but when I wake, there's a pall that hangs over me. Like I've been wronged somehow.
What's in the Midnight Burrow?
This place, I think. I've only seen glimpses of it in my dreams. It used to be a place where terrible criminals were exiled to be forgotten. Until it met the same fate. Faded into myth. Just like Blackreach.
Who are the Dorokin?
Ghouls picking the bones of the dead. Necromancers and the like. They seem to be the ones who found this old lost barrow. I don't know what they came here for. But they've disturbed Jarl Hadridden, and gods know what else.
Okay, let's go. Alright, let's see. Let's go in here and find out. I mean, I gotta go in here anyway, might as well give her a hand.
You and Fen stay put until we clear a path to the Undergrove.
Fine. Just don't take all day.
This is it. Look lively and let's get on with it.
Let's see. Okay, if I gotta go this way anyway. Now, this is the part he's got. Alright. We just have to go in a direction.
I saw my ancestors' remains in my dreams, but I only know Ugh, I hate being treated like I need protection. But Lyris is right. Fen and I will just get in the way if a battle breaks out. Clear us a path to the Undergrove. Then we'll catch up with you. The Draugr-kin. They'd sooner make a corpse of you than...
But now I'm going to. That was a bit of a warm-up.
You thought no one would find out. None of us would survive. One is enough to restore the soldiers.
I gave no such order! What? 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 I gave no such order!
I have your betrayer pinned in your hand and stained
It was his crime? Sending his soldiers?
Wish my headset would stop cutting out. I've got it plugged in. It should not be doing that. There we go.
Fools in this horrid pit receive the proper burial. Neither will we if we aren't careful. That one put up a fight, didn't they?
Jarl Hagridon has a matter of urgency for you to attend to.
What does he know to send us this far into the Reach?
You have your orders, Thane. I trust you know enough to carry them out.
Who was she to be bossing a Thane around?
I have a feeling that her ancestor was set up. Not surprisingly, with all the backstabbing and everything else that goes on. Okay, we did that. Now we go down this way.
I'm not dreaming, right? You saw what I saw? I feel my ancestors' presence here. It's not wise to talk about the dead in their presence. Though I'm already being haunted, so... What did you want to talk about?
Why was that woman giving orders to a Jarl
She
Thane?
must have had his confidence. If he trusted her enough to deliver orders to his highest-ranking soldier, then she held a lot of influence. Enough so that his subjects would offer her deference.
Do you know anything about the trap the soldiers fell prey to? Let's see if I can get a hold of her again.
I'm not... It's not wise to talk. That was always a mystery to me. I was told he forewarned the Reach of an attack, but no one ever said why he betrayed his own soldiers. It never made much sense to me. I feel betrayal in my heart, but he sounded astonished by the accusation.
Like I said, I think he was set up. Let me see if any of these are better than what I've got. Ooh. Let's go with staff. No. No, this is better. That's better though. Might want to put that on later. Okay. Let's continue. Ooh, look what I found. Oh, excuse me, you two. That was just rude. This is rude. Cutting it close with all this, with all that jiggering around. Okay. There's the shield.
For your treason against your hold and your people, we cast you from the halls of your ancestors. May they never know your name.
I did not betray my hold. She's the one who should face your judgment.
Seal him in.
Oh, gods! I can feel his terror! It's suffocating! How many bones are down here? How many were left to die down here?
Getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Don't you love me, Hagridin? Do you want to see me grow old, wither, and die? There's a small sacrifice for eternity.
Listen to yourself, Isinia. Even one life is too many. I can't make that kind of sacrifice, not even for you.
That's everything. Let's get out of here with Hagridin's remains before we join these tortured souls.
Really don't like the laws.
We're here.
The princess insisted. We need to find where they're experimenting with the Harrow Storms.
You honor me with your presence, my king.
Grey Host, stay quiet and listen.
This Harrow Storm must be the biggest we have ever wrought, my sister-in-arms.
That's the leader of the Grey Host.
Have we heard from Solitude? Is everything in place?
I have been assured the city is ripe for harvest.
Rada al-Saran and Axarch Ulfra. Should we postpone the test?
Certainly not. The holds are counting on us. Besides, we might be able to end this threat right here and now.
Two Grey Host leaders. This is an opportunity we can't let slip away.
We need to test the elixir, but maybe we can put an end to the Grey Host here and now by taking out 2 more of its leaders. It's a long shot, I know, but we have to try.
This is a bad idea. We barely got out of Zingalis' clutches with our lives, and now Svanna wants to take on 2 of them. It's madness.
Dares intrude. You. The murderers who killed our beloved Singalis.
And you're about to join him.
Impudent mortal. You will pay for your crime. Now for the rest of these curs.
Allow me the honor of spilling their blood.
Very well, sweet sister. Join me in praying tasks.
Let this Harrow Storm play the flesh from your bones.
We need to do the... Svanna, no!
See to lyrics, Rango and Sunrise.
It's time for the elixir to do its job.
Killed
die!
It worked! I think it worked. I stood in a hero storm and nothing happened. Fenn's elixir is a success. And we took out another one of the Grey Host leaders. We've done good, my friend.
Are you sure you're alright?
Never better. We need to create as much of the elixir as possible and distribute it throughout Solitude before Rada al-Saran's massive hero storm hits. I also want to find out who in the city is helping him.
I'll meet you at the Blue
Once my
Palace.
father understands that we have a way to protect against the hero storms, he'll have to take us seriously. Let's get back to the city as fast as we can.
Tell me, do I have a new scar? Enough with the coddling. Let's get back to the Blue Palace.
You go on ahead. I'll make sure Lyris gets back to Solitude.
Okay. There's a entry, or should I say exit? Ah, there it is. This should get me back to where I need to be. Alright, this has got me here. And not exactly the best place to be stuck. Okay, let's see if we can get through here. Okay, that's good. It's got me lower. That's good. Okay. Not exactly that fragile. Okay, let's grab this quickly. And let's see, I have a point. Health better go up a little bit, just on the side. Might not have a chance here to do that otherwise. Alright, now the Colossus can get done. A boneyard. Usable parts. I do use the skull. I haven't used this. Bone Tyrant. Let's see here. I use the scythe a lot. That transforms me. Bitter Harvest, Totem, Grasp. Reduces damage you take over time. And increases your health. So that's a good idea. Living Death, I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see, weapon. Weakness, penetrating magic. And elemental force. Well, that would be good. Armor, Dexterity, evasion, improved sneak would be good. Soul magic, I have not been using it enough. I really should be. Racial... I don't have anything here that I can use. I think I'm gonna go for the weapon. I think Elemental Force, since I already have one in the penetrating, I think the Elemental Force would be good. So I'm gonna go with that. Alright, so... Did it take? Or did it not? Yes, it did. Let's upgrade. I don't... Oh no, I don't want to do that. Too soon, too soon. So there is a shrine in that direction. I am going to try and get to that shrine as quickly as I can. So. Oh, don't even start with me. I learned a long time ago how to block you guys. Now. Where are you? There you are. Get this open. And I've got somebody up there, and I've also got to talk to her. Prisoner of the past, where is she? Okay, there she is. I have to go that way. Because I'm not about to let her stand there waiting for me. She's gone through enough. Okay, she's up here, right again? Up there. Agree there. Okay. Calm down, doggy. Alright, here we are.
I can't believe I'm still alive. That place will haunt my nightmares long after my damned ancestor's ghost gives me rest. May I have him, please?
Here's your ancestor's remains.
I can't help but pity Hagridden, despite what he's put me through. I felt his torment. An eternity in the Midnight Barrow seems cruel, even for a traitor. From what I saw, it seems like he was the one who was betrayed. Was he really innocent?
I don't believe he was one responsible for those deaths.
That was my feeling, but I didn't know if it was Hagridden affecting me. I wonder what became of the woman who betrayed him. Did she get what she desired from those people's sacrifice?
What will you do with your ancestor's remains now?
I'll take them to a temple for consecration, and see that he gets a proper burial. It won't be a Jarl's funeral, but hopefully it'll allow him to reach Sovngarde. Then I can finally get some rest. You've spared us both. Thank you.
If I find out that woman is still alive, and she has her immortality, I'm going to take it from her. As cruelly and as viciously as I'm capable of. Oh, don't you even start. Pain in the butt. Leave me alone. If you'd keep your nose out of my business, you wouldn't have to worry about it, now would you? No. It says to go up there. Oh, one of those. I don't think I opened that one yet. Which means it opens up another. Okay, so this is now white. How many others have I forgotten in here? Ooh, there's not anything here. Okay, there's quite a few other things that are not lit up here. Okay. I've got more work down here. At least I got a few of them done. Now, get up here. And within the lock, there is a way shrine nearby. Ugh, no, there's a hero spawn nearby. Wonderful. Just lovely. Come out here with one of these. Ugh. I need to get back to the castle. 22. Pay what's due. Get back to the castle. Need a drink. Thank you for hanging around, Bubbled. I appreciate it. Now, let's see, where are the... I gotta go that way. Get us there quicker. There's a few other places in here I have not activated as well, so... A little bone dragon. Come on, keep up. Lovely coughing fits. Just lovely.
Listen to your daughter, Svargrim. We need to do something. Don't test me, Redharn. I know exactly what I need to do. Our enemies circle ever closer, and now even my daughter turns against me. What's next? Will my beloved wife return to accuse me of some heinous crime? Well, get to it. Tell me about Svana's miraculous elixir before I have the lot of you tossed out. You represent my most hated enemy and expect me to believe a word you say? Even if you speak true, worms have found purchase in the wood and seek to rot my kingdom from within. I will not let Solitude and the Western Holds fall.
If you can't trust us, at least trust your daughter.
Trust Svala? Perhaps. No. No! Your honeyed words are but echoes of my most obstinate foes. You offer a miracle with one hand, while holding a poison dagger in the other.
We only want to help.
Help? I need no help from the likes of you.
Don't be a fool, Father. This elixir will save our people.
I didn't think you had it in you, daughter. You have actually surpassed my expectations, more's the pity. And I'll hear no more talk of this miracle elixir.
Father!
The Grey Host is my true ally. Once the Harrow Storm engulfs Solitude, my kingdom will endure for all eternity.
I should have sensed it. Svargrim's a vampire.
Svanna.
Not now, Lyris. I need to think about this.
I should have suspected, sensed something. Svargrim has taken the curse, become a vampire. And he's working with the Grey Host. This is bad, my friend. Very, very bad.
I thought he was grieving, but it was all a ruse. My father, High King of Western Skyrim, in league with the Grey Host.
Excuse me.
Please, talk to Lyris. I need to consider what happens next.
Svargrim, you bastard! People are dead. Holds destroyed. Our High King had a hand in it? How will we survive this betrayal?
How can this be? The High King? Sacrificing his own people? It's so hard to believe.
It must be some sort of trick. The High King would never betray us. Would he?
I knew there was something wrong, but this? How could Svargrim throw in with the Grey Host? It's brazen, even for him.
Svargrim's a bastard, but King Yoren believed he had the best interest of his people at heart. Obviously, something changed. And with Solitude targeted for a massive Harrow Storm, things have gotten more complicated.
With Svargrim's help, the Grey Host might already be preparing to summon the Harrow Storm.
Not everything is as grim as it appears. We did create an elixir. That's our best chance of protecting the people from the Harrow Storm. We just need to distribute it. In the meantime, take this. It may not seem like much, but you earned it.
Father, how could you? My father, working with the Grey Host. How long has he been a part of this? Did he have a hand in Mother's death? And what has he told them? It's almost too much to bear. And then there's the Harrow Storm. My friend, I don't know what to do.
We can do this, Savannah. We have to at least try.
You're right. I know you're right. It's just... he's my father. No. I have to focus. There's a Harrow Storm coming. We have to save the city. That's what's important right now.
How do we stop the Harrow Storm?
I'm not sure we can. But we can make more of Fenn's elixir. Get it into the hands of the people. We need more of Arkay's sacred oil, though. We'll have to take it from the supplies stockpiled at the Temple of the Divines.
I'll get the sacred oil from the temple.
They've taken it! By the gods, it's fallen!
Fallen? What are you talking about?
The Grey Host. They came out of nowhere, captured the temple and the Tower of the Wolf. We're locked out!
Then the sacred oil.
Damn it all! I need to get down there!
Follow him! Now, soldier, tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, before I go on, I am going to check something. And see if I have any of these.
Well met, and good fortune to you. An excellent selection. Choose a reward. Ah. You have no crates remaining. Purchase more if you wish to try again. Most crates have 4 rewards. Sometimes a crate will contain 5. Can you imagine?
Alright, that's going bye-bye. That gives me 5.
May luck follow you.
Alright, I gotta circle it. What is that? Is it similar to the one I'm wearing? My hair gets in the way. At least it stays underneath my hair. I'm not sure if I like that cut anymore. Now let's see. I thought I told you no hat. Style parlor. Hairstyles? I guess I'll have to leave her hood on. That's nice. Guess I'll have to keep the hood on till I can get something else. I was hoping I could wear the hood down. Now, we have to get to... Why does it keep moving around? Greymore Rising. Okay. Let's go get up here. Alright, we're here.
We're done. The Grey Host has found a foothold. Now the city is lost.
Not yet, it isn't. On your feet, Sword Thane. We have work to do.
Yes! I apologize for that display. Tell the princess... Tell her it won't happen again. You need to understand. I pledged my sword and my soul to the High King. We all did. And he betrayed us.
Do you know what they're doing in there? We need to get inside.
Nothing good, I'm sure. The Grey Host appeared out of nowhere and cut down my soldiers. Only a handful were able to escape before they sealed the gates. Svargrim made us fortify the entryways. The bastard knew he'd lock us out.
Is there no other way to get in?
Not that I can think of. What does it matter? Svargrim brought the Grey Host down upon us. He's bringing a Harrow Storm. We need to evacuate the city while there's still time. Some of us will survive if we flee now.
You want to abandon Solitude?
It's unacceptable, Sartane. If we can't get the sacred oil to make more elixir, then we have to stop the Harrow Storm.
Princess, we've kept watch. There aren't any witch pikes around the city.
Then you missed something. They needed the witch pikes for every other Harrow Storm they summoned.
Of course. Blackreach. The Grey Host must have gained access to the temple from beneath the city.
They could easily hide the witch pikes underneath our feet.
We know the Grey Host has been using Blackreach to clandestinely move around Western Skyrim. Why not launch their attacks from there?
Then we're going back to Blackreach. If the witch pikes are there, we'll destroy them. My father. A vampire. He sat on his throne, pretended to mourn for my mother, and said he had a plan. But all the while he was preparing the city for the Grey Host. He's worse than a monster. He's a traitor and a liar.
We're going to have to face your father.
I know. It's just... Look, we were never close. Not really. But he's my father. My king. What about you? Could you do it? Could you such
If I had to.
As sharp and as cold as my dagger's blade. Lives hang in the balance. But I'm conflicted about committing patricide.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to do whatever I can to stop the Harrow Storm and save Solitude and its people. After that, we decide what needs to be done about Svargrim.
Alright.
As a junior member of House Ravenwatch, I never expected to be in the thick of things like this. I have to say, it's a tad overwhelming.
Are you ready to go back to Blackreach?
Am I looking forward to going back to where Singalis experimented on me? Not even remotely. But I want to see this through to the end. I need to.
What do you think we'll find beneath the city?
The Grey Host can't summon the Harrow Storm without performing their ritual. And we know that requires witch pikes. So there's that. Plus the usual assortment of coven witches, vampires, and werewolves, I suppose. Nothing we can't handle, right?
We'll be doing our best.
I had hoped to secure the sacred oil, and make enough elixir to distribute throughout the city. We're running out of time. Our best bet now is to find the ritual site beneath Solitude, and stop the Harrow Storm before it's unleashed.
We should have expected an attack from Blackreach.
You're absolutely right. Especially after we found evidence of undermining down there. All I can say is that we were focused on other things. Let's go and save the city now, all right?
Fine.
Yorin sent me with a warning for Solitude. Now I'm about to march into the starless depths of Blackreach to try to avert a massacre. How do I keep getting myself into these kinds of situations?
You don't have to go with us.
I thought you knew me better than that. Taking on the impossible challenge, beating the unbeatable foe. This is what I'm good at. So yes, I do have to do this. And we're going to win. We have to.
What do you think about the king?
Svargrim. To cast his lot with the Grey Host, become a vampire, threaten his own people with the Harrow Storm. It's madness. One thing's for certain. We have to stop him.
And how do we do that?
One step at a time. First, we make our way down into Blackreach. Then we find the ritual site. It must be right beneath the city. We smash witch pikes and kill as many Grey Host bastards as possible. After that, we pray to Kyne and hope for the best.
Okay. Now here's Blackreach. And I'm trying to figure out where exactly we need to go. Probably in this area here. I haven't opened that up, I'm stuck doing this. I haven't got that part opened up yet. Alright. We have to get to this side. So it looks like we're going to be going down the hill. Can I ride down here? Good. Because I'm going to need to. Scat cat. Now let's see if I can get this done. Oh, my mouse sensitivity is way out of line. I'm going to have to do something about that later.
Finders keepers. Okay. I don't know how I'm getting through here unscathed, but I'm gonna wing it as best I can. Whew. Okay. Okay.
Now that I've got to it, I've opened that up, and they're up here.
That's ominous. And, unless I miss my guess, it's directly under Solitude. That's our target. The ritual site must be somewhere inside that horrid structure. I scouted the area before you arrived. It's full of Grey Host forces. And from what I could tell, Svagrim and Rada al-Saran are both inside.
Then let's get down there and do this.
Not so fast. If we rush down as a group, they'll be on us like a snow bear on a horker. You go ahead. Try to cross the bridge to the main entrance. It's well guarded, but you're more than capable. Or you could try the alternative.
Tell me about the alternative.
There's a sluice gate in the outer courtyard, tucked away against the keep's eastern wall. The few patrols in that area can be avoided if you're stealthy. Opening the gate requires a key, but that should be simple enough to find.
Cross the bridge or sneak through the sluice gate.
You know your strengths and weaknesses better than I do. Play to those. But whichever path you decide, move quickly. We need to find the ritual site and deal with the witch pikes before they unleash the Harrow Storm on the city.
I'll make my way inside.
Cross the bridge or use the sluice gate to get into the inner courtyard. That's a good question. I didn't see anything when I scouted the exterior, so the witch pikes must be somewhere inside the keep. I expect that once we find Svargrim and Rada al-Saran, we'll also find the ritual site.
Got it. Now, this is going to be a huge undertaking. I mean, seriously, it's going to take a while to finish this. So, I think that means that I'm going to read out, and I'll catch you the next time when I'm on stream. Shouldn't be too long. Hopefully, I'll be able to get back to it. Hmm.